typical traditional water harvesting structures in Uttar Pradesh, especially Bundelkhand region, they call them as Havelis, where the Ganges and heavy rainwater during monsoon gets accumulated, they breach the bunds. It's almost like uncultivable, especially when their Haveli structures are not well maintained. And that is how a lot of farmers actually migrate during monsoons and they come back in Rabi season to undertake crop cultivation. And that is where ICRISAT took up this rejuvenation of Havelis in Bundelkhand region. So you can see how some of the specific Haveli areas have been identified and selected for a project implementation, and they have gone about reviving Havelis with these kind of structures. Strong walls created and then check dams created to conserve water in the large Haveli structures. So these are some of the structures using best of the science and technology. And then even the deepening of these channels is part of feeding Havelis from larger landscapes. And eventually you can see how the landscape has transformed in terms of its biodiversity or crop cultivation area. What looked like this has been transformed in just about 4 years like this. Similarly, 2 different areas. So to give you some examples of statistics, how this transformation has taken place over just 3 years. 2019 is where we started. That's our 0 project year. And then the investment together in the next 2 years is about 70 lakh rupees. But with that, the kind of storage capacity we have created is 98,800 cubic meters. And this has led to the groundwater level improvement. Below ground level, it was 10 meters earlier, and in a matter of 2 years, it has come down to only 2 meters. So well recovery period, can see very clearly how remarkable the transformation has been. In a matter of 10 hours, the wells are getting recharged now. And in migration, as I said, in monsoons, the Kharif season, normally the farmers migrate, poor, small and marginal farmers. That's a normal practice. Now, after the rejuvenation of these Haveli structures, in fact, those farm families are coming back to their villages and then enjoying agriculture in 2 seasons, Kharif as well as Rabi. So area cultivated has gone up from 4 hectares to 100 hectares. Then the net income and Kharif, Rabi put together, that 78.8 lakh rupees of net income realized just over a period of 2 years is basically recovering your project investment in just 2nd year. So to conclude, so impact of rainwater harvesting on campus, what it has really done to the campus. On an average, we cultivate about 200 hectare area every year for research crops. And that is where we have achieved self-sufficiency in terms of irrigation requirement. Although we have about 10 borewells on the campus, we hardly use borewell water because rainwater is free, it is better quality, and then we have structure created to use it. And groundwater recharge, our groundwater is pretty high because of the 6 lakes on the campus. And more importantly, as a research organization, we look at these water harvesting structures and entire experience as learning sites to inspire visitors. In fact, we get anywhere around 10 to 12,000 visitors every year. Almost 85% of them are students studying agriculture. And this is an inspirational experience for them to see it live and then learn the value of rainwater harvesting and also the science behind it. So soil health management and crop improvement are, of course, equally important verticals. We have only talked about rainwater harvesting. If you look at 3 verticals and our work in terms of only rainwater harvesting alone, it's very difficult how much we have contributed in terms of rainwater conservation, judicious utilization, and upscaling this technology in almost 5 states. So you cannot really quantify the contribution, but definitely it's a great matter of pride to be associated with these kind of NRM activities and then making a difference in the lives of poor across 55 countries.